Hello and welcome back. Welcome back to our last half hour, yes, of Vaughan and Vivo, here on Aprende Inglés TV. 24 horas al día, todos los días de inglés. So, I expect you to learn a lot this year, to learn a lot of English, to improve a lot, to improve your ear, to improve your speech, to improve your general knowledge of the English language. I expect you to learn a lot. Now, in this half hour, normally I have a pen with me. And so I don't know what to do with the pen. So one of my friends here in the studio brought me una batuta, a wand. This is what orchestra conductors use. En inglés decimos conductor de orquesta, no director de orquesta. The orchestra conductor uses a wand, okay? W-A-N-D. You call it una batuta o una varita. Now, cuando es mágico, decís varita, porque las varitas mágicas. This is a magic wand, and with this, I don't have my pen, which I prefer, but I can use the magic wand to help you with your English. But for the moment, I'm going to keep it in su estuche. I'm going to keep it right here. So if we need it later, I'll use it, because I'll do anything to help you to improve your English. I'll do anything. Buscaré bajo de cualquier piedra. Okay, to help you learn English. All right, confianza. Tengo confianza en ti, tengo confianza en mí mismo, tengo confianza en esa gente. I have confidence. I am confident. Confident means confiado. Estoy confiado en ti. I'm confident in you. I trust you. You are a trustworthy person. Now we have three words here. Confident, trustworthy, and reliable. Is there a difference? Yes, there is, but it's very difficult to explain the difference. Pepe is a trustworthy person, my good friend Pepe. I can trust him. I can trust him. Yes, completely. My good friend Pepe is a trustworthy. Fijaos cómo lo digo, es una palabra un poco larga, pero es una palabra preciosa en inglés. Trustworthy, digno de confianza. Pepe es una persona digna de confianza. Trustworthy person. Ahora, Pepe is a reliable person. También podría yo decir, pero con respecto a Pepe no. Pepe is trustworthy, but he's not reliable. I have confidence in him I can trust him, but he's not reliable, poor Pepe. So what's the difference? Reliable, trustworthy, and confident. Okay, let's see. Imagine that Pepe, my friend, imagine that I need his help. Well, because he's a trustworthy person, he will come and he will help me. And I will say to Pepe, I say, Pepe, listen, could you take this money I have here in my wallet? This is my wallet, okay? Now in my wallet, I have 1,000 euros. My God, it's a lot of money. I don't like to carry so much money in my wallet. So I call Pepe and I say, Pepe, listen, can you do me a favor? Can you do me a favor? Así se dice siempre. Can you do me? ¿Me puedes hacer un favor? Igual que en castellano. Puedes hacerme un favor, pero el verbo siempre es to do aquí, no to make. Cuando son favores, es to do. Can you do me a favor? And Pepe says, well, of course, yeah, anything. What do you need, Richard? And I said, can you take this money? Listen, I have 1,000 euros in my wallet and it makes me uncomfortable. Can you take this money to the bank? Here's the account number. The bank is 2 blocks down on the corner. Yes, it's that bank. Yeah, you know the bank. Can you take this down? Here's the account number. Can you deposit this money? Ingresar este dinero a mi cuenta. Can you deposit? En inglés decimos depositar. Can you deposit this money in my bank account? And Pepe says, sure, no problem. Now, it's clear that I trust Pepe because I gave him 1,000 euros of my money, okay? If I didn't trust Pepe, I wouldn't give him that money. Ni en mis sueños se lo daría. Not even, se dice en inglés, ni en mis sueños más salvajes. Es una expresión curiosa, pero corrientísima en inglés. Not even, ni siquiera, not even in my wildest dreams would I give 1,000 euros to Pepe if I didn't trust him. I trust Pepe with my life. Pepe Pepe would stand in front of a car for me. He would go to Antarctica and back for me. Okay? So, I can trust him. But Pepe is not very reliable. That's the problem. And let me explain what happened last month. I took out my wallet. El verbo es to take out es sacar. I took out my wallet. I took my wallet out of my back pocket. I took it out. I took it out of. Dos preposiciones aquí, out of. I took it out of my back pocket, okay? And I gave Pepe 1,000 euros, and I asked him to do me a favor. I asked him to do me a favor, and I said, Pepe, can you take this money to the bank for me? Here's my account number. And I gave the money to him because I trust Pepe. I trust him. I would trust him with my life, with my children. I would trust Pepe. But poor Pepe is not very reliable. And do you know what happened? Well, Pepe left this television studio. It was here. This happened here 1 month ago in this television studio. And he walked out of the studio and he started walking to about 2 or 3 blocks, maybe 300 meters, to go to the bank to deposit the money. And he passed Manolo's bar, el bar de Manolo. I know Manolo's bar. It has the best pinchos de tortilla de España, the best potato omelet. Spanish omelets in Spain are in Manolo's bar. And when Pepe passed in front of Manolo's bar, he looked in, and there was Paco, Pepe's best friend, was having a potato omelet, okay, and a beer. And so Paco saw Pepe and said, hey, Pepe. And so Pepe went into the bar. He joined Paco in Manolo's bar, and he had a beer, una caña. He had a beer, and also a section of omelet. You say un pincho, okay, fine, a portion, digamos, of a Spanish omelet, which is delicious. And he and Paco started talking, and they started talking about dominoes, and they decided to play dominoes. En español decís jugar al dominó, en singular. En inglés siempre es plural. Jugar dominos. Así lo decimos, to play dominoes. So they started playing dominoes. And then they had a second beer, a third beer. Pepe forgot to take my money to the bank. And later in the evening, he went home. And when he got home, and he began to empty his pockets to change his clothes or to get comfortable at home, he saw the money. Oh my God, I forgot to take Richard's money to the bank. Oh. And the next, he called me and he said, Richard, I said, yeah, Pepe, how are things going? Did you deposit the money? I said, listen, Richard, I completely forgot. It completely slipped my mind. Se me fue el santo al cielo. En inglés, no se nos van nuestros santos al cielo. Se nos resbala de la mente, se nos desliza de la mente. It slipped. To slip. To slip is resbalar. Si estás andando y te caes, a veces es por un resbalón. To slip. Okay? To slip. And he said, I'm sorry, Richard, but it completely slipped my mind. I said, my God, do you still have the money? Yes, I have it here. 1,000 euros. I'll count it again. And I said, okay, Pepe, listen, tomorrow, the first thing you do, a primero de la mañana, first thing in the morning, first thing. Así decimos en inglés, el equivalente al español, a primero de la mañana. Nada más salir de casa, lo primero. Primera cosa en la mañana es lo que decimos en inglés. First thing in the morning, I want you to go to the bank and deposit the money for me, please, or bring it to me, and I'll deposit it. And Pepe said, don't worry. Tomorrow, first thing in the morning, I promise. I give you my word. All right, I'll deposit the money for you in the bank. The next day, he deposited the money. He didn't forget. Okay, he was a bit embarrassed. Wouldn't you be embarrassed if you forgot to deposit 1,000 euros for another person in the bank and took it home with you? So he was embarrassed. So he went directly to the bank, deposited the money. He came to this studio because the following day I was here again, recording more TV shows. And he said, Richard, here's the deposit slip. Otra vez slip. Curioso. Slip. Slip. S-L-I-P. Escrito slip. Y de hecho, en castellano creo que dice slips o algo para calzoncillos o algo parecido. I'm not sure. Slip. Ok, es resbalar. También es deslizar. Ok. También es cuando se te va el santo al cielo. It slipped my mind. I'm sorry. It completely slipped my mind. All right. Y luego, un papelito, sobre todo de papel cebolla, algo que es muy deslizante, se llama, más que un piece of paper, se llama slip of paper. Y el resguardo de ingreso de dinero en un banco se llama deposit slip. Slip. Okay. And so he brought the deposit slip to me, and I said, fine. I lost 1 day of interest on those 1,000 euros. Now, Pepe is a trustworthy person. You can trust him. I trust him 100%. He would never do anything to hurt me. He would never do anything to deceive me. Deceive. Suena igual que recibir. Receive. Quitas la R de receive y le pones una D. Deceive, escrito deceive. Y ahí tienes engañar, embaucar. Okay, engañar sobre todo. To deceive. Pepe would never deceive me. The last thing in the world he would do, he would shoot himself. He would kill himself before he would try to deceive me. Okay? It wouldn't even occur to him. So I trust him. Pero es un caso. Pepe es un caso. No es la primera vez que le encargo algo y se le va al santo al cielo y se lo olvida. Es un caso perdido, mi amigo Pepe, pero tengo absoluta fe en él como persona. Que no me va a engañar, no me va a robar, no haría ni en sus sueños harían algo malo para mí o para mi familia. So I trust him. But he's not reliable. Ojo, ahí está. I can't rely on Pepe to do certain things, porque es un caso. Es un caso. Something's not working upstairs. Upstairs means aquí en el coco. Something is not working properly upstairs with Pepe, and he forgets easily, so he's not reliable. Ahora, trust es algo más intrínseco, es algo más incluso moral. Okay, trust. En Dios confiamos, se dice en las monedas americanas. In God we trust, porque es una fe, es una confianza basada en la fe. Hay como un componente moral aquí con trust. Y si yo digo, I trust you, no, por cierto, no se dice I trust in you, se dice I trust you. Cuando es en Dios se dice in God. I trust in God, pero casi solo se usa de esa manera. Si no hablamos de Dios, quitamos el in. I trust you. Do you trust me? I'm going to make an effort to teach you English the best I can. Do you trust me? Will you sit down and listen to me every day? Do you trust me? All right. Do you think I'm going to do my best to help you with your English? All right. Now, you can trust me. Yes. And also, I'm reliable. A diferencia de Pepe, unlike, like es similar a, like Pepe, al igual que Pepe, no soy de fiar. Like Pepe, I'm not reliable. Pero al revés, a diferencia de Pepe, yo sí soy persona de fiar, que no te voy a dejar en la estacada. Soy fiable, okay? Unlike Pepe, I'm reliable. If you give me 1,000 euros to take to the bank and deposit for you, I guarantee you, I won't forget. That's too much money, all right? I am not a lost case like our friend Pepe, un caso perdido. I'm not. I will deposit it for you. Reliable means actúa según las especificaciones. Eso es reliable. Fijaos en la pronunciación. Reliable. Rely, el verbo es to rely. For example, if you're driving your car and the light changes from green to red, it's clear you need to slow down, ralentizar, desacelerar. You need to slow down and come to a complete stop in front of the pedestrian crossing, okay? What you call a paso de cebra. The pedestrian crossing, you need to stop your car. So when you see the light, if you're driving your car and the light changes from green the light changes from green to red, you need to slow down and stop. So you put your foot on the brake pedal and you push. Now, when you push that brake pedal, the car slows down and stops. Why? Because the brake system on the car is reliable. If the brake system on your car, or the braking, los dos valen, if the braking system on your car isn't reliable, I recommend you go to the repair shop soon, because that's very dangerous. There's certain aspects of a car that must be 100% reliable or 99.99% reliable. Otherwise, apague y vámonos, we have a problem. So reliability, literalmente la habilidad para rely, la habilidad para confiar en algo, tiene que ver con las especificaciones. Si especifica que cerrando esto hace un clic, pues hace un clic y que puedo abrirlo con facilidad. Yep, like that. It's reliable. Porque tiene aquí dos especies de articulaciones que funcionan. And it works. It's reliable. It doesn't break. And it moves. It's reliable. So reliable es neutro. No tiene ninguna connotación moral. Es simplemente actúa o rinde según las especificaciones. It's reliable. I can rely on these joints here to work. So I can move this. And when I push the brake pedal on my car, it stops. It stops. And if I turn the wheel, the steering wheel, the car turns. Can you imagine you're driving and you come to you're driving perhaps at 100 kilometers per hour on the road and there's a curve and you turn and the car continues going straight. I imagine you would panic. You would slam on the brakes, push the brakes and stop, and perhaps just in time before the car goes off the road. But we think that when we turn the steering wheel of a car, the car is going to turn. Okay, on the other one way or the other way, because the steering system is reliable. Okay, I've been driving cars since I was 16, and I have never had a problem with the steering system except once. But it was clear that there was a problem, and I had time to stop and to call a repair company because it was a rented car. So I stopped at a hotel, called the rental company, and they sent. It took 2 hours because it was in the Rocky Mountains. My God, very far away. But in 2 hours, a repair truck, camión de reparación, una grúa, especie de grúa, arrived, added steering wheel fluid, líquido de dirección, no líquido de frenos. Brake fluid, se dice en inglés fluido, de frenos, fluido de dirección. Steering fluid, brake fluid. And so they came. And then after that, it was working perfectly. But that's the only time in 40 years. I've been driving for 40 years. Long time, eh? And it works because the steering system on cars is reliable. 99.999% of the time. And the brake systems, if you take your car for regular checkups, revisiones periódicas, regular, no digo periodical, aunque se podría decir periodical, perfectamente, pero decimos regular. Ir con regularidad, llevar el coche al taller regularmente para las revisiones de rigor. You take your car to the repair shop or to the workshop or to the garage, las tres palabras valen, for the regular checkup, and then the brake system works because mechanics should check the brake system always, because the reliability of the braking system is fundamental for your safety. And the reliability of the steering system is fundamental for your safety. The reliability of the wheels, the tires. Tires are important, very, very important for your safety, because if you suffer a blowout, un reventón, you can easily lose control of your car. So your tires need to be reliable, and you need to make sure that you look at your tires from time to time to check the tread, el dibujo, tread, escrito, tread, okay? And simply to check the level of of air in the tires, because maybe you need to add some air. And don't put too much air, because that could be dangerous too. Because to have a flat tire, un pinchazo, to suffer a flat tire, or como dicen los británicos, a puncture, puncture, como acupuncture, pero se dice puncture, sin acu delante. To suffer a puncture, or to suffer a flat tire, literalmente neumático plano, is not usually a dangerous problem. But to suffer a blowout is todo junto. Blow como soplar, out como fuera. Pero todo junto, blowout. And that can be a problem depending on how fast you're driving. Yeah, depending. Depending on how fast you're driving, if you suffer a blowout, you can lose control of the car. So it's extremely important that the tires be reliable. The steering system needs to be reliable, and the braking system needs to be reliable. Now, my friend Pepe is not reliable. Es un caso. Okay? But I trust him completely. Maybe it'll take him 3 days to get the money to the bank to deposit for me, but he'll do it finally, because he'll finally remember to do it, but he will never steal from me. I can trust him completely. I have total confidence in him as a person. Ahí está el trust. Tener confianza en alguien como persona, íntegra. Okay? I trust Pepe. I have confidence in him as a person. But I don't have too much confidence in him as a worker, porque es un caso. Se le va el santo al cielo cada 2 por 3. En cuanto a una mosca en la pared le distrae la atención y hasta mañana no se acuerda de nada. That's Pepe for you, but le quiero, all right? I can trust him, but he's not reliable. So reliability, I can rely on the technicians. I can rely on the sound technician to make sure that this works. Can you hear it? All right. I can rely on the floor technician to give me the numbers on how much time I have left speaking to you. I can rely on the director, who's what you call realizador, the mixer and things, to make sure that the cameras are working right. I can rely on these people because they are reliable. I can rely on the lighting expert to make sure that the lights work fine, and the lights are reliable. Hasta las bombillas son fiables. No se queman, no se funden. They don't blow out the bulbs. I can rely on Lola, the person, or Rita, the person who puts on the makeup. Yeah, I can rely on many things. And I imagine I can trust these people too. I don't know them well enough. I'm not sure if I would take out my wallet and give Rita 1,000 euros and say, Rita, the makeup person, can you take this to my bank 2 blocks away and deposit it in my account? Here's the account number. Can I trust Rita? What do you think? She does a good job on makeup. She's reliable in her job. I can rely, and she arrives on time. And if she has everything ready. Yes, which means she's reliable. But can I trust her? Probably. I've known Rita for about 2 months. She's a very pleasant person, very attractive person, and I like her very much. Can I trust her? I don't know. Probably. Can I rely on her to do a good job? Definitely. En eso no hay duda. Okay, my God. You know this list. Esto es una lista de vocabulario, de un libro de vocabulario. 25 different words. The first word is confianza, confidence. And I've been speaking for 25 minutes about only one word. My God, it's going to take us forever to finish this. Forever. But we have a lot of time. A lot of time. Y no hay prisa. Aprender inglés no es fácil, pero apliquemos el adagio sin prisa, pero sin pausa. Ok, y sin pausa vamos a ir adentrándonos en el idioma inglés, y voy a desplegar todo lo bonito y todo lo odioso de mi idioma, pero juntos vamos a aprenderlo. Me lo he propuesto yo y quiero que te lo propongas tú también. Okay, time to say goodbye. Another class, another day. The time's up and the class is over. Colorín colorado. This program ha terminado. Okay, thank you very much and see you again very soon. Bye-bye.